final game of the other one of these right up opposite of these guys. So that'll be the first game over at Tri Central next Saturday. Introducing the lineups now for Carroll, and they're going to go with the starting lineup as such as follows. Go Carly Kingery, who is a 5'6" senior, and Libby Eller, a 5'5" junior, along with Macy Willoughby, who is a 5'8" sophomore. They're the three guards that they play. And the two big players up front are Rebecca Kahn, the 5'10" sophomore, and Megan Miller, who's a 5'9" sophomore. Their coach is Chad Arnold, and they come in here with a record of 20-3. Clinton Prairie will start the following way. They're going to go with Mackenzie Martin, a 5'5" sophomore, and Kaylee Pletch, a 5'9" junior up front. They'll go three guards as well. Mika Reese, a 5'3" sophomore, Madison Robinson, a 5'5" senior, and Kayla Pearson, who is a 5'3" junior in the backcourt. And they are coached by Jason Hayden. They come in here with a 13-10 record. As we said, these two teams played back on December the 2nd. And Carroll won the game by the score of 60-37. But this is a different time, different game. So
right, we talked about that, and I talked to Jason a little bit about that before the game, and he agreed with us. He didn't have to win the sectional back then. He just needed to get that team ready to go, and he feels like they're sort of peaking at the right time. But he's also realistic. He knows they've got a tall order in front of them in order to defeat this team.
All righty, we're about set to go here. It's going to be Rebecca Kahn jumping up against. I can't see the number. I think it's Kaylee Pletch. We're set to go here. Hope you enjoy this one.
Well, if it's anything like the game we saw this afternoon, it's going to be fantastic.
Yeah, it's a pretty good-sized crowd, too, which I'm a little surprised at. So here we go. Tap controlled by Carroll. And Willoughby has it. She's going to bring it up against Madison Robinson. They throw it cross court over to Kahn. Now they get it back up here on top to Kingery. Now Willoughby on the right side. Looking for some help. Throws it on top to Kahn. They swing it around to the horn. Here's Kingery in the left corner. Starts a drive, pulls it back out to Willoughby. Thought about the three, didn't take it. Now gets it off to Eller, left side. Now to Kingery. One thing that Prairie is very conscious of is that three-point line, because Carroll made 11 threes last night in their win over Rossville. That's something they're going to be very conscious of and see if they can score inside. And then we have a whistle away from the ball, and it could be a turnover or a foul. It's a foul against Carroll.
That's a great possession for them because they were very patient in that 2-3 zone, but they were not going to let them have any threes. And, of course, then they get an unforced, turnover by Carroll.
Foul is on Megan Miller. That is her first, the team first of the game, and Robinson brings it up against Kahn. Gets it across the line, goes up here on top to Mackenzie Martin. Now they go on top here to Kaylee Pletch. Hands it off to Pearson. And she got bumped out front by Miller, and that's her second right off the top, and she got in foul trouble last night. And very, very quickly, we're going to see the freshman, Megan Herr, come into the game.
That's a pretty quick hook.
Yeah, well, she got in foul trouble last night. So and Chad Arnold's already having a discussion with the official about that call. Two quick fouls on Miller. It's out of bounds to Prairie. They get it in bounds to Robinson. Working against Rebecca Kahn. Still hasn't got it across the line. Now gets a screen. Robinson goes to the paint. Here's Pearson, a three. Didn't make it. Rebound picked up by Kahn for Carroll. Played over a minute. We have no score as of yet. Here's Willoughby out front on the dribble.
And we've had one shot for the entire game after 2 minutes.
Yep. Holding the ball over there is Eller, looking for some help. They throw it over in the corner. Here's a three for her. Missed everything. Rebound picked up by Robinson. Jason Hayden wants them to push it if they can. Here comes Robinson across the line. Throws over here to the left wing to Martin. Looking for some help. Kingery has her. Now here's Pletch on top. It goes to Mika Reese. Has the ball deflected. That might be off of her, but they don't call it that way. They call it a deflection, and still Prairie has it. Here's Robinson to reset with 6:10 remaining here in the period. Robinson on the penetration, kicks it off to Pearson. Foul line jumper. Pearson didn't make it. Rebound picked up by Megan Herr. Here comes Carroll the other way. We go under 6 minutes. We have not anybody scored as of yet. Here's Kingery. Gets it off to Willoughby, now to Eller. They're very perimeter conscious. They're going to let them score inside if they can. Here's Willoughby. Down deep to her. Layup. Got it. Great pass on the perimeter. And it's 2-0 Carroll.
That's a very good flash on her part and a good recognition, good pass from the wing.
Here's Martin in the left corner. Ooh, that should have been picked, but it wasn't. Here's Pearson, gets it off to Robinson. She drives, lost the ball on the floor, and it's picked up by Macy Willoughby. Here comes Carroll the other way. Willoughby in the front court. Gets it off to Kingery, left side. Back on top it goes to Eller. Now they swing it this side to Willoughby. Willoughby over the left side to Eller. Thought about the three, didn't take it. Shovels the pass inside for Kahn. Her shot is no good. Rebound, her, got it. She has all four, and it's 4-0 Carroll. Here's Robinson working it across. It's 4-0 in favor of Carroll. Behind the back, she gets it across the line against Kahn. They throw it over here on the right side to Martin. Martin bounce pass left wing to Pearson. Now over here to corner to Robinson. On top we go. Now they thought about a three but didn't take it. Here's Reese out front. Now they get off to Robinson. A lot of standing here by Prairie on the early part of this game. Here's Reese out front. Starts a drive. Gets her dribble stop. Robinson open three. Didn't make it. Follows her shot and got fouled going to the basket.
You know,
Chad Arnold is hot at his players.
One of the things I really appreciate about the girls' game, and I'm sure this is echoed all over the place, but fundamentally, they work very hard fundamentally at being fundamentally sound.
That's right.
You know, you see her got the rebound back there, and she never brought the ball below her waist and went right back up.
The foul was on her. That is her first. Michaela Jackson comes into the game for Carroll. And also into the game for Prairie is Cheyenne Grissom. Robinson missed the first. She gets one more. It's 4-0 Carroll, 4:18 remaining opening period. Her free throw is good. And now we have a whistle and a violation against Prairie. That negates a point, as I think Martin was moving when she shouldn't have been. So it's Carroll basketball, and Prairie's going to pick up. Little three-quarter court, 2-2-1. In the backcourt, here they get it across here with Willoughby.
Ooh.
Almost went over and back with it, which you didn't have to. Here's Jackson on the right baseline. Gets it into Kingery, wide open shot. Eller, left free throw line, good. Libby Eller's first two, and it's 6-0 Carroll. Here's Robinson, gets it inbound and working up against Kahn. 3:50 for the opening period. Almost lost it. Falls on the floor. Gets it off to Martin and throw it away. And that excites the Carroll crowd, especially the head coach, Chad Arnold, and a 30-second timeout here for Clinton Prairie. Let's take it with them. You're listening to high school girls basketball on WILO. Just take a 30.
Mobile banking and tablet app puts everyday banking tasks at your fingertips. Access is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, anytime, anywhere. This is Jean Vesco, Main Office Assistant Branch Manager. In today's fast-paced world, you need access to your money regardless of where you are, whether you're at home, work, or on vacation. Our convenient mobile banking services are just a simple click away. Our app is available on our website at thefarmersbank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
All righty, back here at Rossville. It's 6-0 Carroll out of the gate as Prairie has struggled here in the first 4 minutes and 15 seconds of the opening period. So it's going to be Carroll basketball.
Kind of what we thought probably would happen at this point. Carroll, they're probably more athletic.
Yeah, they are. See what happens here. Here's Kingery on the left side. Drives inside, almost traveled. Gets triple teamed and gets rid of the ball outside here to Kahn. Now on top it goes to Willoughby. Willoughby cross court. Kahn thought about the three, didn't take it. Now they throw it in the corner to Kingery. Kingery in one bounce, picks up her dribble on top to Willoughby. Foul line right, jumper is good. They hit those. This game's over early. It's 8-0 Carroll.
At this point, Carroll is forced to really extend that 2-3 zone, and they're getting one-sided. So all you got to do is swing that. All Carroll has to do is two passes and swing it, and you got a wide open shot.
Pledge picks up her dribble, hands it off to Pearson. Now on top to Mackenzie Martin. Inside it goes to Cheyenne Grissom. Works inside, off balance at the side of the backboard. Got a rebound. It's a jump ball on the floor, and I think this possession goes to Prairie. coming back is Mika Reese. She's going to replace Kaylee Pletch. It's Prairie ball underneath their own basket. They're still looking for their first points. Had one, but it had it negated on a free throw violation. They get it inbounds here to Pearson. Swing it right side to Robinson. Starts a drive, gets cut off, almost carried it. Now open jumper for Grissom. She didn't make. Rebound on the floor, picked up by Michaela Jackson.
You know, they've had good shots. They just haven't gone down.
That's right. And Willoughby will bring it across. 2.5 opening period. Willoughby goes left side to Rebecca Kahn. Bounce pass in the corner to Kingery. Looking for some help. Now she gets it into Eller. Down over here to Willoughby at the three-point line, right side. Gets a screen. Now here's a three from Kingery. That's short. Rebound is knocked around inside. And it's picked out of the loose ball by Eller. Now they'll reset with Willoughby.
The problem with being in the zone is it's tough to get those defensive rebounds.
Eller open three, didn't make. Inside rebound, Kahn got it. And it's 10-0 Carroll.
You get out of position, you got to go find somebody to block out. It's just tough.
It is. Here's Robinson in a hurry off to Pearson. Starts a drive down the lane, left it short. Rebound picked out of there by Eller. And the shots that the Prairie is getting are being a little bit hurried and forced as well. Here's Eller. It's double teamed out here. Bounce pass to the corner to Kingery. Baseline shot is blocked by Reese, and then there's a backcourt foul on Michaela Jackson.
That's a great second effort by Reese because she created that pass or forced the Carroll player to pass, and then she went back and got the steal on the block.
14th foul on Carroll. It's the first on Jackson. And Michaela Franks is now into the game for Prairie, and coming out is Kayla Pearson.
That's just a great individual effort by Reese, for sure.
Prairie looking at any way to get on the board here. It's 10-0 Carroll. Down to 1:20 for the opening period. Here's Robinson on top to Franks. Now they over here to Reese. Tried to bounce it over to Franks, looking for some help. Gets it off to Robinson. Nearly lost it on the floor. Still she got it. Gets cut off on the baseline and threw it out front. And there's nobody home. Turnover.
Well,
and Pearson's going to come right back in.
It could be, Prairie may have played their best game last night.
I think they did. And the problem is Pearson's going to replace Robinson, and she's frustrated again.
Jason's going to have a little chat with her.
She got frustrated last night. Yes. So here's Willoughby, going to be greeted by a 2-1-2 half-court trap. They get it over here to Eller.
Did you ever get frustrated playing?
I got frustrated many times coaching, I can tell you that. Here's Willoughby. I won't even count how many times they got that way. Here's Kahn down deep, and she finally got called for traveling. 48-5 left here in the first period. It's 10-0.
No, I'd be a little worried if a kid I had didn't get a little frustrated playing.
Yeah, I'd agree. I'd agree with that. Frank's looking to get in, looking for some help. Finally, it's deflected out by Kingery. It's going to stay with Prairie as Carroll's extending their pressure now. They're going to pick up full court this time.
I'm with you, though. I'd look 10 years younger if I'd never coached.
I'd look 20. Here's Pearson. I still might have hair if that was the case, too.
Would that have helped?
Yeah, might have. Here's Martin in the front court. Off to Reese, nearly lost it, but picked it back up. Now gets it off to Franks at the head of the circle. Franks, bounce pass right side Pearson. They lob it inside for Grissom. Around the defender, got fouled going to the basket.
That's a great move.
Yeah, and she played great off the bench last night as well.
That is a great move. She kept the ball above her head. She used her pivot foot, took one dribble, and went straight up.
That's the second foul on Megan Hurd. That's what happened last night. The Carroll inside players got in foul trouble last night. And they're in foul trouble again tonight. Grissom gets two. Her first is good. That's the first point of the night for the Lady Gophers. It comes with 31.3 left here in the period.
That may be the best post move we've seen all day, and we watched a really, really good boys game earlier today.
That's right. Robinson is back in to replace Martin for Prairie. And Grissom gets one more. On the way and in and out and back in.
I think it's kind of a lost art.
As bad as Prairie has been offensively, they're only down 8 here late in the first period.
Oh, that's not time to get worried quite yet.
Yeah, Willoughby up front. Gets it off to Kahn on the left side. Throws it in the left corner to Kingery. Back on top to Kahn, down to Willoughby, and what's called now? Away from the ball. I think this is on Grissom, I believe.
I think so. And I think the message is if you're Jason, you say, hey, girls, we've played not really well, and we're only down 8.
Kaylee Pletch is back in the game to replace Cheyenne Grissom for Prairie. It's 10-2, Carroll, 14.3 left opening period. They get it inbounds to Eller. On top it goes to Willoughby. Over here to Kahn. We're down to 8 seconds left here in the period. Cross court it goes to Willoughby. Starts the drive, gets it off to Kahn, head of the circle, Eller. Now back to Kingery. They're not going to get a shot. They didn't get one. That's the end of the first period. With the score, Carroll 10 and Clinton Prairie 2. You're listening to high school girls basketball action on WILO. Take a minute.
Chevrolet trucks are the toughest, longest-lasting trucks on the road, and Man Chevrolet has a great selection and a $1,000 bonus on select models, like the 2014 Chevy Silverado regular cabs and crew cabs, and the 2015 HD crew cab diesels. Ask your salesman for details today. Find new roads at Man Chevrolet in Flora. It's still a short drive to save a lot.
Hi, this is Heather from WLC in Sedalia. Did you know that for over 75 years, WLC has been proudly serving all your agribusiness needs? WLC is your source for agricultural products, high-pressure washing equipment, and industrial supplies. WLC also your full-service dealer for LB White parts. Make sure to buy from a dealer that can service, maintain, and repair your heater. Not all can. Give Ron a call today at 258-3034 or visit us at the web, WLCCO.com.
All righty, back here at Rossville, getting ready to start the second period. Carroll scored the first 10 points of the game, lead 10-2 after a period. You know, and as we said, despite how bad Prairie played, especially on the offensive end the first period, they're still in this thing as of yet.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's not time to, call it quits, certainly. They're only down 8. So I just tell the girls to relax a little bit.
But against a team like this, 8 points may seem like a mountain to climb, though. Here's Kahn out front to get it off to Eller. Picks up her dribble, gives it off to Willoughby. Now they go right side here to Kingery, looking for some help inside. Can't find it. Now Kingery looking, and he gets it out here to Willoughby. Tried to throw it inside and threw it away. A nice play there by Jackson. She threw it off the Prairie defender, and it goes out of bounds to Carroll.
It was a great play by Jackson and great defense by Prairie.
7:36 for the half. It's 10-2 in favor of Carroll. Looking to get it in, to get it out front to Willoughby. Willoughby over here to Eller at the three-point line. One bounce, and she picks up her dribble, gets it on top to Willoughby, penetrates. That's Kahn. Now back over to Willoughby on the left side. On top to Eller. Back to Willoughby. She'll launch a three left side. That's short. Rebound inside, and they couldn't corral it inside. It goes out of bounds off of Kingery, and it's going to be Prairie basketball.
At this point, Carroll has seen this defense now several trips. I mean, that's all they've played is that zone. If I'm Carroll, they're doing a lot of exchanging, but not a whole lot of screening their own person and then swinging that ball and trying to find the weak side or flashing.
Here's Robinson across line, nearly threw it behind her, and then it is taken away by Kahn. Threw it behind Reese. Here's Willoughby down in the corner to Eller. Pearson has her, goes baseline, gets cut off, then she gets fouled. Going to the basket.
They could do themselves a lot of favors just by flashing, to the high post, reversing the ball, and finding the weak side.
Foul is on Pletch. It's her first. Cheyenne Grissom is back into the game, as is Mackenzie Martin for Prairie. Looking to get it in. They do here to Eller. On top to Willoughby. Off to Eller, left side. Throws it over to Kingery in the corner. One bounce, picks up her dribble, throws it cross court to Willoughby. Starts to drive, little runner's good. Macy Willoughby has her fourth point. It's nearly a turnover, and it's an easy, quick basket, but it doesn't result in one. Here is Robinson. Throw it behind, fights, and she is frustrated again. Samantha Dreadfulwater. Love that name. End of the game for Carroll. She's the one that's got the mask over her face, so I'm assuming a broken nose. And Pearson's back in the game to replace Robinson for Prairie. And it's Carroll basketball. As Willoughby will bring it up against the little 2-1-2. Half-court trap, and now we get a timeout for Carroll. And he's going to take a 30-second timeout. Let's take a 30-second timeout with him. You're listening to high school girls basketball action on WILO.
Today's economy.
Let's take a 30.
Struggle. You can't watch a newscast without hearing about a local employer that is laying off or even closing. However, Indiana Packers of Delphi continues to thrive. We're a growing pork processor with over 2,000 full-time team members. We are currently looking for hardworking people to fill openings in both production and industrial maintenance. If you are interested in a stable career, please apply in person or at any local Work One center. We offer competitive wages and benefits. Indiana Packers, enhancing the lives of our team members and their families, is an equal opportunity employer.
All righty, back here at Rossville. 6:27 left here in the first half. It's 12-2. Carroll leading here in the championship game with the sectional, number 54. Winner of this goes to Tri-Central next Saturday and gets to probably to play Lafayette Central Catholic. Gosh, you win a sectional, you get to go play Central Catholic, who's ranked really high in the state.
That's a great reward.
Yeah, that's what I'd say, too. All right, Carroll basketball. Here's Willoughby. Gets it off to Dreadful Water here on the right side. Double team on the floor. There's a scramble for it, and Carroll comes out of there with it. And Willoughby's got it. On top it goes to Eller. Tried to bounce inside, couldn't do it. They swing it inside. They got it to Kahn. Nice pass, Dreadful Water. She got fouled as she tried to attempt a shot. Be a two-shot foul.
Good cut, good look. Just didn't quite finish, but she's going to get 2 shots from the free throw line.
That foul is on Mika Reese. That's her first. Team foul number 3 on Prairie. Reese is first.
No shortage of effort on either team.
Dreadful Water short on her first free throw. She gets one more.
And you can tell they're playing for a title. I mean, they're both selling out.
Yep.
But right now, Carroll's just outplaying them. They appear to be the better team.
Second one bounces up and drops. It's her first point, and it's 13-2. This little token press has given some fits to Prairie, and now a turnover, and then a foul on top of it as Kingery corrects the steal. The foul's on Mackenzie Martin. Martin's first, team foul number 4, and Robinson's going to come right back in the game. As is Kaylee Pletch. They're both going to come in the game here.
Number 12, Madison Robinson, and number 22, Kaylee.
Having a little problem getting them checked in here. 6:02 for the first half. It's going to be Carroll ball out of bounds underneath their own basket. Triggering is Kingery. Gets it on top to Willoughby. Willoughby over to Dreadful Water. Dreadful Water on top. It goes to Kahn. She dribbles out towards the front. Gets it to the foul line to Kingery. Now to Dreadful Water. Back to Eller. They swing it around to Willoughby. Corner on the left side. It goes to Kingery. Picks up her dribble. On top it goes to Eller. Penetrates. Foul line jumper. It's short. Rebound picked out there by Pearson. And she'll slow it up and bring it on across herself. They get it down here to Robinson on the left side. Comes out on front. Gets it to the corner to Martin. An open 3 from there is good. First field goal of the night for Prairie comes at the 5:23 mark of the first half, and it's 13-5.
And only down 8.
I know. Here's Eller off to Dreadful Water into the corner. Bounce pass inside. Off to Kahn. They try to get it over to, now it's double dribble.
I thought that was one too late. I thought she doubled the first time.
I think you're right. We got enough fans over here letting us know how they think about the officials. I can tell you that.
We'll never have to wonder about the call. We can just look over next to us and see what they're thinking.
We can hear them just fine.
Sure. No shortage of officials here tonight.
Here is Pearson. On top here to Martin. Martin on the dribble.
A lot of action on the inside. I mean, they're banging hard.
Here's Pletch out front and off to Grissom. Again, hands it off to Robinson. Now off to Pearson. Back to Robinson. Thought about the 3. Gets cut off on the baseline. Looking for some help. Again, and she gets it back. Cross court over here to Martin. Starts the drive. Gets cut off. Nice defense in this possession for Carroll. Near steal. Robinson to the basket. Missed the layup. Rebound picked out of there by Kahn.
It's a great reversal and a great effort. Just Poor execution on the shot.
Here's a bad pass, and so they missed a foul, I think, on the inside, but no call.
They want to push in the back, but that's not going to happen.
Out of bounds it goes to Clinton Prairie with 4:10 to go here in the first half. There's 13-5 in favor of Carroll.
No lack of defense on either end of the floor.
That's right. 4 minutes for the first half.
These kids are working really hard.
Here is Martin. They throw it inside to Grissom. Knocked around. It's picked up by Robinson. On top it goes to Pletch. Jason Haid wants a timeout. Now the official finally sees him.
He only spent about 45 seconds calling for a timeout.
Full timeout. Let's take it with him. You are listening to high school girls basketball action on WILO. Take a minute.
Great food at Hoops Restaurant, but did you know that they do catering too? Small outdoor or indoor events to large parties near and far. Hoops Catering is at its finest. Call Carl today to get your next event catered to fit your budget. Hoops Catering on Rossville Avenue in Frankfort. Call today at 242-9123. That's 242-9123. Or call Hoops at 659-3314 for your next event. We all know Bruno's Pizzeria has the best pizza in town, made with fresh ingredients every day. But did you know they offer gluten-free pizzas too? Gluten-free pizza is now available upon request at Bruno's Pizzeria. Don't feel that you have to fix your gluten-free pizza at home. Take a break, pick up the phone, and dial 659-2121. That's 659-2121, and ask for gluten-free pizza. Bruno's Pizzeria, 1447 East Wabash Street, Frankfort.
All righty, back here at Rossville, we have 3:44 left here in the first half. It's Carroll 13 and Prairie 5. Despite the lack of offense from Prairie, they're still only 8 down. And we've said that now for quite a while, but they're still in this ballgame.
You know, and it's true. And certainly, if you looked at the play and not the score, you'd say the best team on the floor is absolutely Carroll. But Prairie's still in this game.
That's right. Here's Robinson. You know, here to Pearson now in the right corner to Robinson. Now they get it back to Pearson. Starts a baseline drive off the glass and made it. Pearson's first basket of the night. And coming up a little bit as Willoughby ran over, hit her head on the back of the floor, but she seems to be okay. It's 13-7 now.
You know, in this situation, okay, let's say we go later in the game. You've got a team like Carroll, similar to the Covington team we saw today. How long does it stay close before you start getting a little tight?
Yeah, you're right. Here's a cross-court pass to Willoughby. They throw it down deep to Kahn. On top it goes to Eller. Open three. That shot is good. Her first three of the night, and she has 5. That is the first 3 of the night for Carroll. They open up a 9-point lead.
And Eller just said, hey, shut up, we're not tight.
Here is Martin out front. Spins into a double team. He gets back out of it. Now inside it goes to Grissom. Shoved off inside, and then they caught her.
Yep, that's a good call.
Yeah, because she did shove off in there.
There's a reason she had about a couple of miles there to hit that shot.
Yeah, that's her second foul. And Franks and Reese are going to come back in the game now for Prairie.
Number 11, Mika Reese, and number 23.
Grissom and Pletch both come out of the game for Prairie. It is Carroll basketball leading by 9. Get it into Willoughby. Willoughby gets it across now over here to Eller. Robinson is on her. Gets it off to Kingery. Starts to drive to the basket and left it short. Ball's deflected. It goes out of bounds. It'll stay with Carroll.
I think Prairie probably got away with one.
I think you're probably right. Chad Arnold definitely thinks so.
You know, it's amazing. They're down 6, or I'm sorry, Prairie's down 6. It seems manageable. There's one shot, and now it looks like, hey, it's a little bit of a blowout.
There's Willoughby in the lane. Her shot is short. Rebound. Didn't make it. Jackson didn't make it. Robinson had a jump ball in the corner. Possession arrow is going to give it back to Prairie. 2:26 left here in the half. It's 16-7. Here's Robinson going to bring it up against Rebecca Kahn. Better hurry. Gets it across the line. Throw it inside to Franks. Her shot is short, but she got fouled. And I believe this is going to be on Michaela Jackson. And it is. That's her second sit out. Jackson, her, and Miller all have 2 fouls apiece for Carroll. And at the line shooting 2 is Michaela Franks. Free throw by Franks is good. It's her first point, and it's 16-8. Dreadful Water comes back in the game to replace
That's a great
Jackson.
name.
It is. She's got two sisters playing with on this team too. They're freshmen.
And she looks tough.
Yeah. Second one on the way, and that one didn't go down. Rebound picked out of there by Rebecca Kahn. She gets it off to Willoughby. Back to Kahn. Now they're still not across. Now they deal with Willoughby over to Dreadful Water. Tried to throw it inside. Picked up by Kahn. Here's Willoughby off to Eller. On top to Willoughby. Over to Dreadful Water, left side. 150 for the first half. On top it goes to Willoughby. Willoughby just dribbling the ball out front. Looking at the 2-3 zone. Here's Kingery. They throw it in the corner to Dreadful Water. Tried to throw it inside. It's deflected and picked out of there. Here comes Pearson. Across here to Reese. Open 3, left side. Didn't make it. Rebound goes in the corner, goes out of bounds. It's going to go to Carroll.
You know, Prairie's doing a great job in that zone, but they can't afford to stay in it if the score is going to be, you know, at this distance and at this pace.
Yeah.
They're going to have to come out into a man, which I'm not sure favors them.
Here's Eller in the front court. Drives to the basket. Left-hand layup is good. She has 7, and it's 18-8. Minute 5 for the first half. Here's Reese on the penetration. Jumper in the lane is short. Robinson deflects it back in. Franks takes it away from Willoughby. Now it's loose in the corner. Now what do we got here? What are we going to call over here? We get a foul call over here in the corner. This is going to be on Kingery. That's her first. And also it should be 1-on-1 time here for Carroll. And it's going to be a 1-on-1, I believe, for Robinson. 54-1 left here in the half. It's 18-8.
Well, she's 0 for 2 thus far. We'll see if her fortunes change.
That one is off no good. Rebound picked up by Kahn. Off to Willoughby. Will Carroll play for the last shot or try to go 2 for 1 here? Here's Kahn. Gets it across the line. Willoughby in the front court. On top here to Eller. Gives it off to Dreadful Water. Eller penetrates, gets it inside to Kahn. Nice backdoor pass to Kingery, and she got fouled. That foul, I think, is on Franks, and it is. Franks is first, team foul number 6 on Prairie. That's a 2-shot foul coming here for Carly Kingery, who has not scored yet. Kingery gets a pair first, is good. Biggest lead of the night now for Carroll at 11. And Pletch is coming back in the game to replace Micah Reese. One more for Kingery. On the way and good. 20-8. And Robinson will bring it up, working up against Kahn. Gets a screen from Franks, goes all the way down the paint. Missed the layup. Rebound is on the floor, picked up by Willoughby. Off to Eller. 10 seconds for the half. They get it off to Willoughby. Now to Eller, left side. Top it is to Willoughby with 5-4. Penetrates in the lane, lost her balance. Dreadful Water got it back, puts it up, missed it. And that's the end of the first half. Carroll looks in pretty good shape now as they lead by 12 here at intermission. It is Carroll 20 and Clinton Prairie 8. You are listening to high school girls basketball sectional action on WILO. Take a couple of minutes, Ron. Take 2.
Loan terms were excellent, too.
Who are you?
I'm your car loan.
Find the right car and then tell one of our participating dealerships that you want to finance through Encompass Credit Union. Or stop by one of our locations today for more information. Encompass Credit Union, member NCUA, community-minded, just like you.
Did you know that 50% of businesses may never reopen following a fire or water disaster? That's why it's crucial to make sure your business is ready for whatever happens with an emergency-ready profile from ServPro of Boone and Clinton counties. So get ready today and protect your property from the uncertainty of tomorrow by calling ServPro of Boone and Clinton counties at 765-659-9600. That's ServPro of Boone and Clinton counties, helping make fire and water damage like it never even happened. Franchises are independently owned and operated.
There's only one name to remember when you're having a backyard barbecue or need a party catered. That's Parrott's Meat Processing and Catering. Parrott's will fully take care of your event. All you do is furnish the people and the place. Parrott's will take care of the rest, including cleanup. Now that is a deal. So sit back, relax, and call Parrott's today for all your catering needs. No party too big or too small. Parrott's Meat Processing and Catering in Flora. 574-967-3711. Over 77 years of quality customer service. That's what Newell's Gas and Appliance is all about. Serving customers just like you. For over 77 years furnishing quality propane, gas appliances like Crossley stoves, water heaters, small space heaters, gas logs for your fireplace, and more. Whatever your gas needs, Newell's Gas and Appliance is here for you. Newell's Gas and Appliance, Michigantown, or call 249-2866.
All righty, back here at Rossville, we're here at halftime of the Sectional 54 championship game. Carroll's leading Clinton Prairie by a score of 20-8. And what you got over there?
Well, we've got a Clinton Prairie team whose strength is in their zone defense. And we call it a strength. I mean, they've given up 20 points, but it could be worse, let's be honest. And they're going to have to come out of that. They cannot stay in that zone and hope to stay in the game. They're going to have to add some pressure and limit shots per possession, and they just can't get the defensive rebounds they need to in that zone.
That's exactly right. And that, the problem is they got their first field goal, I think, with 5:23 to go in a half, and they only have 2 field goals here in the first half.
And they've missed 4 free throws. I mean, they could theoretically be at 12 points, and they'd still be down 8.
Yeah. I mean, it's been at least that 8 to 10, 12 margin throughout pretty much the entire game for Carroll.
Right. And, Carroll, they're a very good team. They're very disciplined. They've been very patient. They haven't made a lot of mistakes. They don't hurt themselves, and they don't create a lot of unforced turnovers. They're just doing a really good job. And for Prairie to any way, shape, or form get back in this game, unfortunately, they're going to have to get out of what they want to do and try something different.
I totally agree. Scoring in the first half, Mackenzie Martin has 3 points for Prairie. She's her lead scorer. Kayla Pearson and Cheyenne Grissom each have 2, and Michaela Franks 1. Leading the way for Carroll is Libby Eller. She has 7. Macy Willoughby and Megan Herr each have 4. Rebecca Kahn has 2. Carly Kingery has 2. And Samantha Dreadfulwater has 2. The one problem that could be a factor here for Carroll is that Megan Miller, Michaela Jackson, and Megan Herr each have 2 fouls, and Miller picked hers up in the first 30 seconds of the game, I think. The only person with 2 fouls in the game so far for Prairie is Cheyenne Grissom. She has 2 as well. We're here at halftime, and it's 20-8. Accidents do happen, but the fine quality repair of them is no accident. Jerry's Body Shop, 1650 Oak Street. Does on-the-spot estimates, family operated for over 45 years. Jerry's Body Shop, making your fender bender just a memory. Turn your junk into cash. Wampler Services now pays cash for junk cars, tin, metal and copper, brass, even washers and dryers, stoves and refrigerators. Call Wampler Services at 659-3721 and turn your junk into cash. Bailey's Trucking is family-owned since 1973. They have openings for Class A CDL drivers. Bailey's Trucking strives to be the best, just like the athletes on the field. Bailey's Trucking wishes all Clinton County athletes the best this season. Come to Frankfurt Adult Learning Center to get an equivalency diploma, college prep, or sharpen your skills. Frankfurt Adult Learning Center can help you reach your potential. Classes are free. Remember, it's never too late to learn. Look up Frankfurt Adult Learning Center on Facebook. WILO 2's wardrobe provided by Longhorn Marketing inside NCF Farm and Hardware. At their new location at Nickel Plate and 28 West, that is Caddy Corner from Affordable Auto in Frankfort. For work, school, or play, let Longhorn create your wardrobe. As Longhorn Marketing in Frankfort, call 765-650-4430 or log on at lhmg.biz. We need to remind you that tonight's championship game is being streamed worldwide on ClintonCountyDailyNews.com. It's also being streamed on WILO TV. And our sponsors for this stuff for this evening is Bruno's Pizzeria, Wampler Services Incorporated, Encompass Credit Union, Jerry's Body Shop, Hoops Restaurant, Newell's Gas and Appliances, the Farmers Bank, Bailey Trucking, the Frankfurt Adult Learning Center, Servpro of Boone and Clinton Counties, Indiana Packers, WLC, Mann Chevrolet, Parrott's Meat Processing, along with Longhorn Marketing inside NCF Farm and Hardware in Frankfurt. What are you expecting the second half?
Well, I like we alluded to earlier, or as I did, I would expect at some point Jason's going to have to come out of this zone. They're going to have to go a little bit more man, a little bit more pressure. They're just going to have to do that. They can't be as passive. Not that they've been passive in that zone. It's been very active, but they're going to have to get more in the passing lanes. They're going to have to be more aggressive. Now, unfortunately, that may create a greater deficit.
Yeah, it might. You're exactly right. Okay, let's take a 3-minute timeout to get ourselves set for the second half. You're listening to high school girls sectional action on WILO. Go ahead and take 3, Ron.
Chevrolet trucks are the toughest, longest-lasting trucks on the road, and Man Chevrolet has a great selection and a $1,000 bonus on select models, like the 2014 Chevy Silverado regular cabs and crew cabs, and the 2015 HD crew cab diesels. Ask your salesman for details today. Find new roads at Man Chevrolet in Flora. It's still a short drive to save a lot.
The Farmers Bank mobile banking and tablet app puts everyday banking tasks at your fingertips. Access is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, anytime, anywhere. This is Lee Randolph, main office branch manager. And in today's fast-paced world, you need to access your money regardless of where you are. Whether you're at home, work, or on vacation, our convenient mobile banking services are just a simple click away. Our app is available on our website at thefarmersbank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
We all know you get great food at Hoops Restaurant, but did you know that they do catering too? Small outdoor or indoor events to large parties near and far, Hoops Catering is at its finest. Call Carroll today to get your next event catered to fit your budget. Hoops Catering on Rossville Avenue in Frankfort. Call today at 242-9123. That's 242-9123. Or call Hoops at 659-3314 for your next event.
Hi, this is Heather at WLC. WLC has been serving Indiana for over 75 years. Our quality merchandise and service has been a friend to all agribusiness. LBY, a leading manufacturer of quality heating equipment, delivers a full line of quality forced air, radiant, and spot heating solutions for agricultural, construction, and greenhouse environments. LBY heaters run on propane, natural gas, and kerosene. Call WLC today at 258-3034 or visit us on the web, WLCCO.com.
We all know Bruno's Pizzeria has the best pizza in town, made with fresh ingredients every day. But did you know they offer gluten-free pizzas too? Gluten-free pizza is now available upon request at Bruno's Pizzeria. Don't feel that you have to fix your gluten-free pizza at home. Take a break, pick up the phone, and dial 659-2121. That's 659-2121, and ask for gluten-free pizza. Bruno's Pizzeria, 1447 East Wabash Street, Frankfort.
Today's economy continues to struggle. You can't watch a newscast without hearing about a local employer that is laying off or even closing. However, Indiana Packers of Delphi continues to thrive. We're a growing pork processor with over 2,000 full-time team members. We are currently looking for hardworking people to fill openings in both production and industrial maintenance. If you are interested in a stable career, please apply in person or at any local Work One center. We offer competitive wages and benefits. Indiana Packers, enhancing the lives of our team members and their families, is an equal opportunity employer.
All righty, back here at Rossville, Ken Hartman, Aaron Neblett with you, getting ready to start the second half of our game. Carroll's in pretty good shape through the first 16 minutes. They lead by 12, 20-8 here at intermission. And we assume both coaches will go back with their starting lineups as we get set to start the second half here.
Well, no team really in significant foul trouble, I would imagine.
Yeah.
You're right. They're going to go back with their starting lineups. And I would anticipate early on, Prairie's going to stick with that same zone. It didn't hurt them terribly. given that the first matchup, you know, Carroll was, I think, in the high 50s, low 60s, and they've held them to 20 points this half. But at the same time, Prairie's only got 8.
Well, Prairie starting Cheyenne Grissom the second half here, I see. She's going to start out there at the second half instead of Kaylee Pletch. So that's one change in the lineup for Prairie. It's Carroll basketball to start the second half, and Willoughby gets it across. Gets it over here to Eller. She drives baseline, throws it into the paint, and kicks it back out here. Now here's Willoughby on the right side. Shoots a 3 that's way short. Rebound, though, is Miller. She left it, but she got left it short, but she got fouled.
And again, they get a second opportunity because in that zone, you know, I just saw them turn and look at the basket and hope somebody would run into them instead of going to find somebody to block out, which is common in a zone.
That's right.
They just don't go find somebody and block them out. It's tough.
Third foul on Cheyenne Grissom, and Miller at the line for her free throw, which she missed. She gets one more. So now Jason Haid has a decision to make. You start Grissom the second half, and she picks up her third foul right off the top within 20 seconds at the start of the third quarter. Second free throw, Miller didn't make it. Rebound picked out of there by Mika Reese.
You probably keep her in there.
Down in the front court here to Pearson. On top it goes to Robinson. She has struggled a little bit tonight. Here's Reese. They get it inside to Grissom. Works inside, looking for some room. Got it taken away, lost it, picks it up in the corner, but couldn't save it. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll go over to Carroll.
Wouldn't call it an unforced error, but not terribly forced. She had an opportunity to get that.
And Michaela Franks is going to come into the game. She's going to replace Grissom. .7:22, third period. It's a 12-point lead for Carroll. And now they're going to pick up a little bit here on the press. Here's Willoughby, gets it across the line. Over to Kahn, right side. Double team, gets it over to Kingery in the right corner. Kingery looking for some place to go with it. Gets it inside for Miller. Left-hand layup. Good, and she got fouled. Her first points of the night. And that foul's on Mackenzie Martin. That's her second.
And that was a great play. I mean, she went straight, nose for the rim. Great play.
And Miller looking to complete the three-point play here. If she can make a free throw, just missed 2 of them and made that one. And now we're going to get a sub for Carroll as Michaela Jackson's going to come back into the game.
She split. Go ahead.
She's going to replace Macy Willoughby. It looks a little shaken up here.
You know, Miller split 2 defenders. She knew exactly what she was doing when she got the ball.
Inbounds goes to Robinson with 7 minutes to go in the third period. 15-point lead for Carroll. Here's Martin. Gets cut off on the left side. On top it goes to Franks. Now to Pearson. Offensive foul. She put out an elbow. That's Pearson's first.
The officials in the crowd disagree with the call.
I thought it was a good call.
I thought it was a pretty good call.
Yeah, because she stuck her elbow out.
She did.
Can't do that.
No. I don't care what the score is. You
That's
can't do that.
That's exactly right. Here's Eller in the back court. She now assumes the point guard duties with Willoughby out of there. Here's a foul, a kind of a blocking foul, or I believe it's going to be on. No, they just say out of bounds. I don't know why they called it that way because I didn't see anything come out. Now Willoughby's coming back in. Willoughby's going to check in for Kahn here. She's going to come out. Kingery looking to get it in. Does to Willoughby with 6:40 to go in the third period. Willoughby across the line. Bounces it off to Kingery. Kingery on top to Eller. They swing it left side here to Willoughby. Now in the corner here to Jackson. On top to Eller. Over here to Willoughby. Now Eller had a free spot but didn't take it. Now Willoughby. Jackson gets a baseline drive, gets cut off. On top it goes to Eller. Now Willoughby thought about an open 3, didn't take it. Now back on top it goes to Eller. She nearly lost it but got it back. Bounce pass over here to Willoughby. She drives the foul line. Now over to Jackson. Baseline shot, didn't go down. Rebound picked out there by Reese. Here's down court, it goes to Pearson. Inside to try to get it to Franks and throw it away.
Good thought. She didn't see it and didn't go to it.
Here's Eller in the front court. Eller into the teeth of the zone now. There's a bump foul out front of Robinson. Her first.
I do find that interesting. Outside of all the banging around we've seen, they call that.
Yeah, I know. I agree.
I see it.
And Pletch is coming back in the game for Prairie, and she's going to replace Mackenzie Martin.
That doesn't make it not a foul. That just, what I'm saying, is a little inconsistent.
I agree. Here's Willoughby out front. Holds it up in the backcourt, floats it across to Eller. Eller out front. Here is Miller in the paint. Miller to the lane here. Off here to the left side. Kingery, baseline jumper, didn't make it. Rebound is picked out of there. Here's a tie-up. As Franks got tied up by Jackson, and the ball is going to go over to Clinton Prairie. Looking to get it in. Finally, they hand it off to Robinson. 5:20 for the third period. She gets it across the line. Robinson and Pearson on the drive. That's a blocking foul gets called. The foul is on Eller. That is her first.
For once, the crowd agrees.
Yeah. And Pearson's going to be at the line for two. Her free throw rolls around and drops. Her third point. That's 23-9. Long stretches in between scores, though, for Prairie. Second one is in and out, no good. Rebound picked up by Miller.
Well, so far we're 1-1 in this quarter.
Ahead here to Eller. Eller looking for some help. Gets it off to Kingery. A little jumper for her. Didn't go down. Rebound inside. Jackson forces it up. Didn't make. Next one is blocked inside. Loose on the floor. Jump ball will be called on into possession. Carroll will get this one with 4:50 to go in the period. It's 23-9, Carroll. And now another sub here for Prairie as Cheyenne Grissom's going to come into the game.
I'm wrong. We're 3-1 this quarter.
Yeah, you're right. It is 3-1.
It's 3-1 this quarter.
And Mika Reese comes out of the game. Inbounding is Kingery. She gets it into Eller. Eller back to Kingery for a corner three. That is short. Miller had a hand on the rebound, but couldn't corral. It goes out of bounds, and it's going to go to Clinton Prairie. 4:43 remaining. And here's that token press is giving them fits all night long. Here's Robinson in the backcourt, working up against Jackson. Gets in the front court. Throws it over here to Grissom at the head of the circle. Now on top to Franks. Bounce pass right side, it goes to Pearson. On top it goes to Pletch. Over the left side to Robinson. Now to Pearson. Swing it back around to Franks. Inside it goes to Grissom. Looking for some help. Gets it out to Franks. Now they go outside of Robinson. An open three. Didn't make it. Grissom tracks down the rebound. She got fouled going for the rebound. I think this is on Miller. It is on Megan Miller. That's her third. And Megan Herr is going to come into the game to replace Miller.
I'm going to say it's pretty early in the second half to leave her out there.
Inbounding will be Pletch. Looking for some help. 5-second call. So the ball turns over to Carroll.
And Jason Hayes talking to her and letting her know the situation. Hey, we've got timeouts.
That's right.
Let's know the situation.
Inbounds goes to Eller. Now Willoughby looking to get it across, now does. Cross court to Eller. Penetrates, she got tripped out there by Robinson. That's her second foul. And team foul number 5 here in the second half.
We got a double shame because, you should never have a 5-second call.
Right.
They had a second opportunity, they had another possession, they lost it. Then they come down, a pretty easy, cheap foul that you could have avoided. I mean, it was a correct call, but she just tripped her.
Martin and Reese are back in the game for Prairie. Franks and Pearson come out of the game. Inbounding will be Carly Kingery. Inbounds to Eller. Eller to the foul line. Now Willoughby thought about a three, didn't take it. On top it goes to Eller, swings it right side to Kingery. Kingery penetrates, jumper inside the paint, or the inside the three-point line, didn't make it. Cheyenne Grissom wrestles the rebound out there, and there's a foul being called on Carroll.
You know,
Jackson or her. I'm not sure which one.
Prairie's getting a lot of opportunities.
They are. I think that was on Jackson. That's her third. Go ahead.
They've got to capitalize. They've missed 4 free throws, so there's 4 points you add to the game. Plus, they're getting a lot of stops. They're getting a lot of defensive rebounds. I mean, they could be in this game.
It just seems like it's so hard for them to score that, 14 seems like a whole bunch more than it really is.
No, I agree. No, I think it's really a lot of points given the pace of the game. And
right.
They've only scored, we've got a total of 20 or 32 points in the whole game.
And we played over 20 minutes.
Right, for both teams.
Right.
So that's a lot of points. There's no doubt.
Yep. Here's Robinson working up against Willoughby. Now here's a blocking foul called in the front court. That's going to be on Willoughby. That is her first. Team foul number 4 on Carroll. Neither crowd likes the officials in this game. I can say that safely.
Well, they must be doing a good job then.
Here's Martin out front. Hands it back to Robinson. Robinson off to Reese. Looking for Grissom inside. Gets it to her. Double team. Bounce pass up front. Nearly lost. On the floor. Reese picks it up. And now here's a timeout called by Jason Haid.
Now, normally I would say neither team or neither coach has thrown a jacket, but neither team started out wearing one.
That's true. 30-second timeout here with 3:23 to go in the third period. We'll keep it right here. Accidents do happen, but the fine quality repair of them is no accident. Jerry's Body Shop at 1650 Oak Street does on-the-spot estimates. Family operated for over 45 years, Jerry's Body Shop making your fender bender just a memory. And for all your junk, trash, or construction debris removal, call Wampers today at 659-3721. You make the trash, and Wampers will worry about what to do with it. At Wampers, you call and we'll haul. 3:23 remaining, third period. It's 23-9 in favor of Carroll. It's going to be Prairie basketball when we resume action here.
Now, Jason Haid kind of has an ace in the hole on his bench. He's got Bobby Smith, and that guy's won a lot of games.
Okay, it'll be Prairie basketball on the side court here. Reese to inbounds. Gets it on top to Robinson. On top it goes to Pearson, who's back in the game. Now to Pletch. On top it goes to Robinson. Swing it over here to Reese. Looking for a little help. Bounce pass over to Robinson. Excuse me, that's Pletch on top. Now to Robinson. There's an off-balance shot for Reese. Left it short. Rebound picked out there by Kingery. Pulls back and now gets it across the line to Kahn. Kahn double teamed and almost threw it away, and she did throw it away. So the turnover goes back to Prairie with 2:49 left.
Winning score may be in the 20s. I'm not going to say who yet. I'm just saying it may be in the 20s.
I think it's going to be less than 40.
Probably right.
Here's Reese. Bounce pass inside for Grissom. In the paint, her shot off the glass is no good. Rebound picked up by her. Here comes Willoughby across the line for Carroll. Here's Eller out front. Looking for some help, gets it off to Kingery. Now over to Ellers. 2 dribbles, gives it off inside to Kahn. Baseline right, that's her. On top it goes to Kingery. Open jumper for Kingery is good. That's her 4th point. First basket of the night for her, and it's 25-9. Here is Robinson. Go cross court to Reese. Reese on top. Gets it over here to Robinson. They swing in the corner to Pearson. Inside to Grissom again. Working inside. Her shot off the glass is good. 4 points now for Grissom, and it's 25-11. Here's her. Gets it. Now they still got it. Now they do get it across with Willoughby's pass over here to Eller. Eller looking for some help. On top it goes to Willoughby. Cross court over here to Kingery. She's double teamed, looking for a little help. Gets it over here to Kahn. Little jumper from the foul line is no good. Rebound on the floor, picked up by Willoughby, and she's fouled. That foul is on Mika Reese, her second. That's team foul number 6 on Prairie. Martin and Franks come back into the game for Prairie. Pletch and Reese come out. Carroll to inbound underneath their own basket, leading by 14. Get it out top here to Willoughby. In the paint, a little runner's good. Made that look real easy. She's got a half a dozen to lead back to 16. Here's Robinson. Going inside every possession now. Grissom trying to work inside over her, and it's rejected and picked out of there by Carroll. Here comes Willoughby with 1:05 for the third period. Here's Eller in the front court. They throw it off to her in the right corner. Franks is on her. Inside it goes, and a shot is short. That was by Kahn. Loose on the floor. It's picked up by Prairie. Here comes Robinson the other way. Robinson to the front court. Top here to Franks. Right side Pearson. They swing in the corner to Martin. Inside it goes to Grissom. A shot at the lane is short. Rebound her. There's a foul coming up here on Grissom, I believe. And that is her 4th. And you need to take her out. It's going to be a 1-on-1 here for Carroll as Grissom comes out of the game and Mika Reese comes back in. 1-on-1 time coming for Carroll when they get the foul to sort it out.
It's time to start shooting early in the possession.
It is. And Megan Herr is going to be at the line shooting a 1-on-1 for Carroll. Her eyes the basket. Her free throw is in and out of there. No good. Rebound picked out of there by Martin. Here comes Mackenzie Martin in a hurry the other way. Ahead to Reese, back to Martin. Over here to Robinson. Now back to Reese. 3-point line, right side. Now on top it goes to Franks. They swing it left side to Martin. Starts a drive, gets cut off. They give it back to Reese. On top to Martin. 18 seconds for the third period. Here's Martin. Bounce pass right side to Reese. Reese gets it on top to Franks, looking for some help. Now they get it a corner here to Martin inside Franks. Nice fake. The shot is up and didn't make. Rebound picked out of there by Willoughby, and that's going to be the end of the third period. And she launches one, and that's no good. We have played 3 periods. It's Carroll 27, Clinton Prairie 11. We're back for the fourth quarter in a minute. You're listening to high school girls basketball action on WILO. Just take a minute.
Question is too small. When fire or water damage strikes your home or business, call Serve Pro of Boone and Clayton Counties at 765-659-9600. That's where you'll find a team of specialists that's fastest to any size disaster. So when the things that matter most are on the line, make sure Serve Pro of Boone and Clayton Counties is too by calling 765-659-9600. That's Serve Pro of Boone and Clayton Counties, helping make fire and water damage like it never even happened. Franchises are independently owned and operated.
Today's economy continues to struggle. You can't watch a newscast without hearing about a local employer that is laying off or even closing. However, Indiana Packers of Delphi continues to thrive. We're a growing pork processor with over 2,000 full-time team members. We are currently looking for hardworking people to fill openings in both production and industrial maintenance. If you are interested in a stable career, please apply in person or at any local Works One center. We offer competitive wages and benefits. Indiana Packers, enhancing the lives of our team members and their families, is an equal opportunity employer.
All righty, back here at Rossville, getting ready to start the fourth period. 27-11 Carroll. You know, you're not going to win games when you score 2 points in one quarter and 3 in another.
No, you're not. But, you know, I'll say this for both teams. You know, we just said a minute ago that Carroll needs to start pulling the trigger way early in the possession. They can't because Carroll's defense has been so good on the closeouts. They're doing a great job.
Here's Martin for Prairie. She loses the dribble, gets it back on top to Robinson. Starts a drive, goes inside, and we got a collision inside as she runs into, is that Kahn? No, that's Kingery down there.
And conversely, I'm going to give Prairie credit on the defensive end because the lowest score in a win by Carroll this year is like 44 points.
Mm-hmm. Foul was on Rebecca Kahn. That's her first. Out of bounds to Prairie. Looking to get it in. Get it finally in here to Robinson. Starts to drive down the paint. Her runner's good. Her first points of the night. That's 27-13. Here is Kahn in the back court off to Willoughby. Willoughby gets it ahead here to Eller. Eller. On top it goes to Kahn. Left side here, Willoughby to Eller. Oh, she got it. Here's inside. Miller had an open path to the basket, lost it. Jump ball. Oh, they're going to give him the timeout.
That's the right call. She had possession.
So they're going to give him the timeout. Let's take a full timeout with them. You're listening to high school girls basketball action on WILO.
Need a cater but
Take
not
a minute.
the hassle and mess? Then call Parrott's Meat Processing and Catering at 574-967-3711. Parrott's Meat Processing and Catering can cater your wedding, anniversary, open house, or any special occasion. All you have to do is furnish the people, sit back, and relax. And for exclusive offers, text the word Parrot to 36,000 to join Parrot's VIP Text Club. That's Parrott's Meat Processing and Catering. Call today at 574-967-3711. Over 77 years of quality customer service. That's what Newell's Gas and Appliances is all about. Serving customers just like you. For over 77 years furnishing quality propane, gas appliances like Crossley stoves, water heaters, small space heaters, gas logs for your fireplace, and more. Whatever your gas needs, Newell's Gas and Appliance is here for you. Newell's Gas and Appliance, Michigan Town, or call 249-2866.
All righty, back here at Rossville. We have 7:14 left in this one. It's 27-13 in favor of Carroll. And it's Carroll basketball at their own basket, and Carly Kingery is going to be the trigger person for Carroll. Gets it into Willoughby up front. Willoughby deflected by Martin and taken away by Robinson. Here comes Robinson, coast to coast, little pull-up jumper's good. Well, that's back-to-back baskets for the first time tonight. It's 27-15.
Closest we've been in a bit.
Yeah, in a long time. Here is Kahn off to Willoughby.
I don't think it's quite time to get excited, but
Eller a three, right side. Yep. No, it's not time.
Nope.
She just put a dagger in the heart right there. It's 10 for Eller. It's 30-15.
Well, Prairie scored 15 the whole game. Now they're down 15.
Yeah, and Martin just turned it over on the baseline.
And they've got 6 minutes left. I don't think this is going to happen.
Something's going to have to change real quick. And here's a sub for Carroll as Michaela Jackson comes into the game to replace Rebecca Kahn.
But I give both teams credit, particularly from the defensive end. I mean, if you want to watch defense, this has been I don't think we've seen a lot of terrible shooting, just a lot of contested shots.
Pletch replaces Reese for Prairie. And Willoughby's going to bring the ball up. A little bit of pressure now by Prairie. Willoughby now across the line. She gets it across to Eller. Eller on top to Willoughby. Back to Eller. Eller goes left side to Jackson. Starts to drive inside. Miller layup is good.
That's a great pass. She went baseline, drew the defense, got double teamed, made the only pass she could.
And here's a turnover at the other end. It's picked up by Kingery. Carroll by 17 with the ball and a little over 6 to play. Here's Eller in the front court, double teamed, looking for some room. Bounces it over here to, now where they get it off to Kingery on the baseline.
Somebody needs to dive to the baseline.
Kingery looking for some help. Ooh, that ball was out there for a long time. Jackson, and she just lost it out of bounds.
In that situation, they're playing a zone. I realize you got 2 on you. Let's reverse the ball and make them move and try to seal somebody on the weak side.
Grissom and Reese come back in the game for Prairie. Franks and Martin sit down.
Coach Arnold probably is losing his mind just because there was a great opportunity there if they just reverse the ball.
Here's Madison Robinson to bring it across. Just now gets it across to Reese. Reese over to Robinson. Starts the drive, gets cut off. Now Reese. On top it goes to Pletch. Back to Robinson. Now to Reese. Nearly lost it. Inside for Grissom. Got through it a little bit wide for her, but it's picked up by Pletch, and she got fouled by Michaela Jackson.
We've talked about this. You don't get more open by standing still.
That's right. You don't. That's the 4th foul on Jackson. That's something a lot of high school players don't understand. You have to go get the basketball. You have to do it.
Well, yeah, you've got to go meet the pass.
Right.
But then even if if you don't have the ball, go screen for somebody or go move. You're not going to get more open by standing still.
Prairie basketball at their own basket. Looking for some help, and now they call a timeout this time. Going to call a full or a 30, a full timeout. Let's go ahead and take it with them. You're listening to high school girls basketball action on WILO. Take a minute.
Mobile banking and tablet app puts everyday banking tasks at your fingertips. Access is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, anytime, anywhere. This is Jean Vesco, Main Office Assistant Branch Manager. In today's fast-paced world, you need access to your money regardless of where you are, whether you're at home, work, or on vacation. Our convenient mobile banking services are just a simple click away. Our app is available on our website at thefarmersbank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
It's Chevy truck time at Main Chevrolet in Flora. Chevrolet trucks are the toughest, longest-lasting trucks on the road, and Main Chevrolet has a great selection and a $1,000 bonus on select models, like the 2014 Chevy Silverado regular cabs and crew cabs, and the 2015 HD crew cab diesels. Ask your salesman for details today. Find new roads at Main Chevrolet in Flora. It's still a short drive to save a lot.
All righty, back here at Rossville, 5:15 left in this one. Carroll comfortably in front here, 32-15. Looks like they're going to be in next week's regional matchup up at Tri-Central, probably against Central Catholic. Inbounding the ball for Prairie. They get it into Robinson. Robinson brings it out front. Gets it off to Pletch. Bounces it over here to Reese. Now hands it off to Robinson. Robinson inside to Grissom in the lane. Her shot is no good. Rebound picked up by Megan Herr.
You know, Prairie's had a lot of good shots like that. They just have not fallen. I'm not sure it would help a ton, but they just haven't fallen.
Here's Willoughby. Off to Kingery. There's a reach foul called.
It's a good call.
Not sure. It's either on Pletch or Reese. I'm not sure who got her.
That was effort, not maliciousness, but a foul nonetheless.
That's on Reese, and that's her third, and one time here for Carly Kingery with 4:47 left. Kingery gets a 1-and-1. Free throw is good. She has 5. The lead now grows to 18. Here's Martin into the game to replace Pletch. One more for Kingery. And it is good. She has 6, and it's 34-15. Here's Robinson. With 4:40 left. Spinning on from the dribble out front. Cross court to the corner for Pearson. Nearly lost it, and the ball is, got a call break there. I think it looked like it went off of Pearson, but they say it is off of Ellard. It's going to stay with Prairie. Trigger person will be Micah Reese. Reese gets it into Robinson. On the dribble out front. Gets it off to Pearson. Starts to drive down the paint off the glass. Didn't make it. Deflected around and picked out there by Kahn.
You get this late in the game, you probably start taking shots you wouldn't normally take, but you have to.
Yep, Jason Haid wants him to pick up a little bit. I agree with exactly what you're saying, but, you know. And what's called now? Timeout, Carroll. Calling a full timeout here.
You know, I'd just like to take a moment to say, you know, you and I have both been in the same boat. And we know that tonight is the sectional final, but we also recognize the hours and the days that were put in, not only by these players and these coaches families and these players' families, but, you know, that's to be celebrated as well. There can only be one winner, but certainly they should both be celebrated at this point.
Yeah, I agree totally. Bailey's Trucking is family-owned since 1973. They have openings for Class A CDL drivers. Bailey Trucking strives to be the best, just like the athletes on the field. Bailey's Trucking wishes all Clinton County athletes the best this season. Come to Frankfurt Adult Learning Center to get equivalency diploma, college prep, or sharpen your skills. Frankfurt Adult Learning Center can help you reach your potential. Classes are free. Remember, it's never too late to learn. Look up Frankfurt Adult Learning Center on Facebook. And WILO, WILO2's wardrobe provided by Longhorn Marketing inside MCF Farm and Hardware. At their new location at Nickel Plate and 28 West in, that's Caddy Corner from Affordable Auto in Frankfort. For work, school, or play, let Longhorn create your wardrobe. That's Longhorn Marketing in Frankfort. Call 765-650-4430 or log on at lhmg.biz. 4:13 left. It's Carroll basketball. They get it inbound to Eller. She's double teamed. Throws it in the corner to her. Baseline drive to the basket and lays it in. And that's 6 for her, and now it's a 21-point lead. Here's Robinson to the basket, off the glass, didn't make it. Rebound is picked out of there by Eller. Cross court now, it does to Eller. Looking for some, almost traveled, got away with it, now looking for some help.
Probably got away with it again.
Get off to Kahn, loose ball in the corner. Loose on the floor, both players go down and they're both hurt. Now it's like a 4-on-4 here. As we had two players go to the top of each other, that is Eller and Robinson. They're both shaking a little bit. Now they stop the action with 3:34 to go here. Both players are up and walking it off, and everything seems to be okay.
Well, there's been no lack of effort out of either one of these squads.
So Jackson's going to come back in to replace Eller. And Franks is back in the game to replace Martin for Prairie. Inbounding will be Kingery. They get in the backcourt to Willoughby. Willoughby against a double team, gets it off to Kingery. Kingery in trouble, looking for some help. Breaks through the double team, gets it off to Willoughby. On top it goes to Kahn. And now she's bumped and fouled out front by Pearson. Oh, they call that on Robinson. I didn't think she was even anywhere close to that.
No, I didn't either. I agree there was a foul. I didn't think it was going to be on her.
It's the third on Robinson. 9th team foul on Prairie. 1-1 coming for Rebecca Kahn.
I wasn't anticipating this game slowing down, but it might. Just
yeah, it has now.
By pure attrition.
Free throw's no good. Her got the offensive glass. She didn't make the putback. Rebound picked up by Reese. Here off to Robinson. She gets it across the line, and she's fouled by her.
I'd say that was a foul, but certainly not intentional. That wasn't her plan.
That's right. That is foul number 3 on Megan Herr. And 1-1 coming from Madison Robinson.
If I'm Coach Arnold at this point, I'm trying to get some players in there. Let's get some experience.
And Robinson makes the first.
And let's keep some people healthy for next week.
Megan Miller back in the game to replace Megan Herr. If I'm Coach Arnold, let's get to the finish line and celebrate.
I hear you.
This last 3:08 could take a while. Robinson's second free throw is no good. Rebound picked up by Eller. It's back in the game after a little collision in the corner. Off to Willoughby. 3 minutes left in this one. She falls down. She's called for traveling.
You know, as we can see, Prairie's not going to quit. They're going to stay in that extended. They're not going to give up. They're going to coach it out, and they're going to teach it up until the very end. So we could see some stoppage of play with some fouls.
I think we'll see a lot of that down the stretch here. Inbound goes to Franks. Now they get it over here to Robinson. Starts a baseline drive, gets it off to Pearson in the corner. On top to Reese. Her 3 is no good. Rebound is picked out by Megan Miller.
And frankly, I don't blame them.
In the backcourt is Kahn. She's still not across the line. Better get it across. They finally do to Eller. Now on top it goes to Kahn, to Willoughby. Cross court it goes to Eller. 2.5 left in this one. Eller gets in the post to Miller. Had an open lane, didn't take it. Just gets it back on top. It goes to Eller. Playing a little keep away right now. Inside it goes to Miller. Excuse me, that is now Willoughby. Her shot is no good. Kingery went for the, Miller went for the rebound. She got fouled.
That's a great cut and a great pass from the baseline and a great shot, frankly.
That's on Cheyenne Grissom, and she just fouled out of the ball game. That's number 5 on Grissom, and she's going to have to leave here with 2:12 remaining. She's going to foul out with 4 points. And Casey Pletch is back in the game for the Lady Gophers. And at the line shooting one, actually this will be two this time for Megan Miller. Free throw is short, gets one more. .212 left, it's 36-16 Carroll. And Miller gets one more. This one is good. Miller with a half a dozen, the lead is 21. Coming down to the 2-minute mark left in this one. Here's Robinson, splits down the middle, drives. What are they going to call this time? Another block or an offensive foul? They don't know.
They just wanted to blow the whistle, then we'll decide.
Yeah, two officials going to discuss. And they still don't know.
Well, she's going to the line. That's it.
The problem is he signaled 12, and there's no 12 for Carroll on the court. So now he's going to have to decide and he pointed the other way.
What are we going to make up? What number are we going to make?
They have no clue. They don't have a clue.
I'm not sure he's still reported.
Okay, Kingery gets the foul. That's his second, and Robinson's at the line, makes a free throw.
I think she's got 8 now.
Full timeout. Let's take it with him. You are listening to high school girls basketball action on WILO. Go ahead and take a minute.
Hoops restaurant, but did you know that they do catering too? Small outdoor or indoor events to large parties near and far. Hoops Catering is at its finest. Call Carl today to get your next event catered to fit your budget. Hoops Catering on Rossville Avenue in Frankfort. Call today at 242-9123. That's 242-9123. Or call Hoops at 659-3314 for your next event.
Hi, this is Heather from WLC in Sedalia. Did you know that for over 75 years, WLC has been proudly serving all your agribusiness needs? WLC is your source for agricultural products, high-pressure washing equipment, and industrial supplies. WLC also your full-service dealer for LB White parts. Make sure to buy from a dealer that can service, maintain, and repair your heater. Not all can. Give Ron a call today at 258-3034 or visit us at the web, WLCCO.com.
All righty, back here at Rossville, we have 2:03 remaining. It's 37-19 in favor of Carroll, who's well on their way. I think only thing we're going to worry about now is the final score of this game. They're going to improve to 21-3, and Prairie's going to fall to 13-11 and end their season with that kind of a record. Scary thing about, especially about Carroll, all underclassmen for the most part. Here's a loose ball in the back court. It's called a jump ball. And possession is going to go back to Carroll.
I think they lose one significant contributor, and really on the flip side, Prairie, I think, only loses 1 or 2.
Yeah, Carroll does lose Kingery, but everybody else is back. Speaking of Kingery, she has the basketball, gets it off to Willoughby. Ahead to Rebecca Kahn over on the right side. It goes to Eller.
That's great ball movement on their part. They're really well coached and very well skilled.
Here's Kahn on top. It goes to Eller. 1:40 remaining in this one. Eller has it. Over here to Kingery. Now over here to Willoughby. On top it goes to Eller. Just playing a little pitch and catch out front in here. Here's Willoughby. Off to Eller. Willoughby gets inside the Miller. They're going to call a foul on Franks on the baseline.
Unintentional, but that was
her
a correct
second.
call.
And it's 2-shot time coming for Megan Miller. Looking at Prairie just real quick, their only senior is Madison Robinson, so they'll have a lot of their kids back too next year.
We could be watching the preview of a repeat for next year, perhaps. You never know.
Yeah, we could. Miller lost her shoe on that particular play, so we'll have a little delay there. So while we're doing that, our sponsors for our game tonight have been Bruno's Pizzeria, Wampler Services Incorporated, and Compass Credit Union, Jerry's Body Shop, Hoops Restaurant, Newell's Gas and Appliances, the Farmers Bank, Bailey's Trucking, Frankfurt Adult Learning Center, Servpro, Boone and Clinton Counties, Indiana Packers, WLC, Mann Chevrolet, Parrots Meat Processing, and Longhorn Marketing. They're the sponsors that made this broadcast possible for you this evening. It's 1:23 remaining. And Miller's at the line with 2 shots. And her free throw is no good. She gets one more. Fletch comes back in the game to replace Franks for Prairie.
probably academic at this point. We know it is, but you know, I guess looking at Carroll's season and the scores that they've had and their win-loss record.
Second is good by Miller.
You know, this will be their lowest scoring win, which sort of indicates to me that perhaps, you know, maybe Prairie did play some pretty good defense tonight.
Here's Robinson in the front court, drives the basket, kicks it off to Martin, who launches a three, missed everything. Inside rebound is up and good, and that is by Reese. Her first basket of the night. 38-21. Here's Conn in the back court. Gets it over here to Kingery. Gets it across line, and there's a reach-in foul called. Not sure. I think it's on Robinson, I think. Nope. It is on Martin. That's her third. Under a minute left in this one. And at the line will be, is it Jackson? I can't see from here.
I think that's Kingery.
Is it Kingery?
I believe
yeah,
so.
It is Kingery. She's going to shoot two. First one is good.
It's a good-looking shot.
And now J.C. Pletch comes into the game for the first time tonight. She replaces Mackenzie Martin for Prairie with 59-5 left. And Jason Hayes looking for a few more players to get into the game here. Second one is good by Kingery. Franks comes back in the game. And going to replace Madison Robinson. It's 40-21. And then Reese will get it into Pearson. Pearson across the line. Gets it over to corner to Pletch. On top it goes to Reese, down to Franks. Franks starts the drive, gives it off to Pearson. On top it goes to Pletch. Now over here to Pletch. Here's Franks out front. We're going to see 5 new subs here for Carroll in a minute.
I was going to say, it looks like we're getting a shift change right here, like a hockey game.
That's right. Here's J.C. Pletch in the corner. The three went in and out. Rebound is picked out of there by
J.C. Pletch is not shy, is she? She comes in the game and fires a three.
And Carroll's Chad Arnold just emptied the bench. And this Carroll's faithful group of kids are standing ovation with 25-8 left, as Carroll's going to move on to next week's regional over at Tri-Central on Saturday, probably to play Central Catholic.
And we'll find out later tonight, or probably on our way home. Each of us will hear the scores and see what's going on.
So let's see if we can get everybody in the game now. Molly McGill is in the game. Abby Burns is in the game. Samantha Dreadful Water is back in. Grace Filbert is now in the game for Carroll. And have I missed anybody? Let's see. I think I got everybody.
I believe so.
I think we got everybody.
They're all accounted for.
I think so.
Their parents will be happy.
And Jason Hayes has cleared his bench as well. So we have Taylor McKinney in the game, Holly Lovelace in the game. And Chad Arnold says, no more shooting. Let's get this thing in the van to go home. Here's Dreadful Water out front. It's going to be a Carroll victory. And they're going to move on to next week's regional. And improve to 21-3 as they're going to run out the clock here. Throw it inside, back outside, and this game is going to be over.
Congratulations to Carroll. It's well earned.
Right.
Good effort.
That's the end of the ball game with the final score. Carroll 40 and Clinton Prairie 21. We'll be back in a couple of minutes to wrap it up. You've been listening to high school girls basketball action on WILO. Ron, go ahead and take the remaining commercials that we have left.
Clemson County should inquire about the Walter E. York Memorial Scholarship at their high school guidance office. Application must be received by April 1st, 2015. Encompass Credit Union is your community-minded financial institution with branches located in Tipton, Frankfort, and Elmwood.
Just like you. We all know you get great food at Hoops Restaurant, but did you know that they do catering too? Small outdoor or indoor events to large parties near and far, Hoops Catering is at its finest. Call Carl today to get your next event catered to fit your budget. Hoops Catering on Rossville Avenue in Frankfort. Call today at 242-9123. That's 242-9123. Or call Hoops at 659-3314 for your next event.
All righty, back here at Rossville, they're just now presenting the championship trophy. They will be here shortly to Carroll, who is victorious here by the final score of 40-21. I'll tell you what I've enjoyed about this girls sectional probably as much as anything. The support that the girls have gotten from their fellow boys basketball teams has been phenomenal. They've been out here supporting them every night this week, and I think that's phenomenal.
You know, and I can honestly say, this is the first night that I've been able to be a part of it. But I have seen several girls' games over the season, and I don't think it's isolated to Carroll. I think it's sort of a cultural shift that's happened. I know in the other, teams that I've watched play, you see the whole student body coming out, but especially the boys basketball teams, the boy football team, they're coming out, and wrestling team, they're coming out to support the girls basketball team as well, and that's a good thing to see. We saw them come together at mid-floor, sing the fight song. That's a great thing.
And Carroll will now move on with a 21-3 record. As we said, they'll move into next Saturday's regional championship game against probably Lafayette Central Catholic, who is a huge one of the big favorites to win the Class A girls state championship game. So it'll be a tough battle for Carroll, but we'll be interested to see if they're up to that. So, and Prairie closes their season at 13-11. Nothing to be ashamed of. It's, but they just ran into an awfully good basketball team.
And it happens. And we've been on both sides of that deal. I've lost games I thought we should have won, and we've upset some teams late in the season, and and it's gone that way also. But this kind of ended up the way we thought it would, and well deserved by Carroll.
All righty, looking at the scoring leaders for tonight. For Clinton Prairie, Madison Robinson leads the way with 8. Cheyenne Grissom had 4 before she fouled out. Mackenzie Martin had 3, Kayla Pearson 3, Mika Reese had 2, and 1 point for Michaela Franks. It's very difficult, as we said earlier, when you only score 2 points in one quarter and 3 in another to win a ball game, and that's what happened to Prairie tonight. Leading the way for the victorious Cougars is Libby Eller with 10. Carly Kingery finishes with 8. Megan Miller had 7. Macy Willoughby 6. Megan Herr off the bench was 6. Rebecca Kahn had 2, and Samantha Dreadfulwater had 1. Love that name.
I as well, but to go back to their scoring for Carroll, it's tough to defend that. That's very balanced.
We knew the one thing that Prairie wanted to take away tonight was a three-point shot, and they basically did that because Carroll only made 2 threes the entire night after making 11 last night. So they took away that, but Prairie just could not. Let's just be honest. Prairie just could not score. That was their problem tonight. They played really good defense most of the night. They just simply couldn't score.
I think if you'd have asked Jason Haid, hey, if you could hold them to 40 points.
Gave up 60 the last time, so I'm sure he's thrilled.
Would you be happy with that? He'd say, heck yes.
Yes, I'm sure he would be.
But you need to score more than 21 points.
That's exactly right. So I think that's going to wrap it up for us here tonight. One thing before we go, we need to let you know who our sponsors were for this broadcast tonight. They are Bruno's Pizzeria, Wampler Services Incorporated, and Compass Credit Union, Jerry's Body Shop, Hoops Restaurant, Newell's Gas and Appliances, the Farmers Bank, Bailey's Trucking, Frankfurt Adult Learning Center, Servpro of Boone and Clinton Counties, Indiana Packers, WLC, Mann Chevrolet, Parrots Meat Processing, and Longhorn Marketing. For our producer, Ron Nemisch, back in the studio. For my partner, Aaron Neblett, this is Ken Hartman saying so long from Rossville High School, where Carroll has won their first championship at the sectional level since 2010 as they had defeated Clinton Prairie with a final score of 40-21. They move into the regional next week over at Tri-Central. You have been listening to high school girls basketball action on WILO. Good night, everybody.
You've been enjoying Clinton County High School sports on WILO, WILO2, and streaming worldwide at ClintonCountyDailyNews.com. Brought to you in part by Bruno's Pizzeria, Wampler Services Incorporated.
Okay, we're done.